Come on, start with the prayers.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire नटप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टकी मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुसिंहतारिणं चैतन्यमीश्वरम् ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपपदां ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदगं श्रीविष्णुवांसं नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणि प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, welcome you all for wonderful Bhagavatam study. We should congratulate ourselves. We have finished or completed, I cannot say finished, completed once reading Bhagavatam Canto 1. It's really great achievement. So we are stepping into Canto 2. It's a wonderful. Canto 2 is cosmic manifestation or more talks about Lord's creation pastimes. So in that, the chapter 1, the first step in a God realization. That's a wonderful topic we are going to discuss coming days. So we'll read and let's release Srimad Bhagavatam, especially the Canto 2 in coming days. Okay, so we'll continue. Can somebody read this?
Shall I read,
Yeah, go ahead.
Prabhuji?
It's been allocated or not yet?
It's not yet been allocated, I think. Sridevi Mataji was doing the allocation. I'm not sure it's not allocated. Huh?
Just for
Hare Krishna
tomorrow.
Mataji.
Hare
Yesterday I
Krishna
was
Mataji, allocation. Hare Krishna Mataji.
yesterday I was absent. So
Yeah, even I was also
till
absent,
which
Mataji.
till which I mean chapter that summarization was completed. I don't know.
I
Yeah.
think
So
all summarization completed because Prabhuji is starting today, Canto 2.
that's
So,
what I
yeah.
understood.
Yeah.
Today
And
was
Even,
just for everybody information, tomorrow being Ganesh Chaturthi, we will talk about Lord Ganesha tomorrow.
yes,
So
Prabhuji.
we can invite others also, those who
Yes,
want to
Prabhuji.
listen also. We can invite everybody. Morning, we are discussing in Ganesha about Ganesha in Tulu. So those who can understand Tulu can join.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Evening, we'll speak in English. Please.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. O my Lord, the all-pervading personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Purport. Vasudevaya means to Krishna, the son of Vasudeva. Since by chanting the name of Krishna, Vasudeva, one can achieve all the good results of charity, austerity, and penances. It is to be understood that the chanting of this mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, the author or the speaker of any one of the readers of Srimad Bhagavatam, is offering respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Lord Krishna, the reservoir of all pleasure. In the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the principles of creation are described, and thus the first canto may be called creation. In the second canto, the post creation cosmic. Prabhuji, the page. cosmic manifestation is described. The different planetary systems are described in the second canto as different parts of the universal body of the Lord. For this reason, the second canto may be called the cosmic manifestation. There are 10 chapters in the second canto, and in these 10 chapters, the purpose of Srimad Bhagavatam and the different symptoms of this purpose are narrated. The first chapter describes the glories of chanting, and it hints at the process by which the neophyte devotees may perform meditation on the universal form of the Lord. In the first verse, Sukadeva Goswami replies to the question of Maharaja Parikshit, who asked him about one's duties at the point of death. Maharaja Parikshit was glad to receive Shukadeva Goswami, and he was proud of being a descendant of Arjuna, the intimate friend of Krishna. Personally, he was very humble and meek, but he expressed his gladness that Lord Krishna was very kind to his grandfathers, the sons of Pandu, especially his own grandfather, especially to his own grandfather Arjuna. And because Lord Krishna was always pleased with Maharaja Parikshit's family, at the verge of Maharaja Parikshit's death, Shukadeva Goswami was sent to help him in the process of self realization. Maharaja Parikshit was a devotee of Lord Krishna from his childhood, so he had natural affection for Krishna. Shukadeva Goswami could understand his devotion. Therefore, he welcomed the questions about the king's duty because the king hinted that worship of Lord Krishna is the ultimate function of every living entity. Shukadeva Goswami welcomed the suggestion and said, because you have raised questions about Krishna, your question is most glorious. The translation of the first verse is as follows. Should I read this, Prabhuji?
No, you can
Uh,
discuss on this, then we'll go on.
yeah. So basically, here this canto, we invoke the Lord Sri Krishna by telling Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Krishna is the son of Vasudeva, hence he is also called as Vasudeva. And the chanting this name Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva, we are offering, the speaker is offering respect, that is Shukadeva Goswami, this Vyasa is offering the obeisances to the readers of to the Lord over here. And also we know that Lord Krishna is the reservoir of all pleasures and all auspiciousness. Also, in this chapter, it is told that the cosmic manifestation is described in this chapter, where come to know that all the planetary systems exist in Lord Sri Krishna. And there are 10 chapters in this canto compared to 19 chapters in Canto 1. And also, here we'll discuss the things of chanting, the process of chanting of Lord Sri Krishna. Okay, Prabhuji, my son is crying. I'll just
Right.
leave. Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay, Hare Krishna. Okay, so Prabhupada explains here that neophyte devotees may perform meditation on the universal form of the Lord. So, why Prabhupada is bringing this topic here is that generally, as soon as Krishna Lila or Bhagavatam means, people go to 10th canto, the Rasa Lila, the chapter 29 to 34. That's why Prabhupada says, no, the Krishna's Rasalila or Krishna's war at the Kurukshetra or Krishna's creation are equally good. And for neophyte, this is the pastime of creation or meditation on the on the universal form of the Lord is equally good or more than getting into those pastimes, because pastimes of Vrindavan, the ordinary person is not possible to realize it or understand it. Because as soon as the ordinary person like me here I try to compare my less intelligence, my tiny brain, which is not possible. That's why we should be very careful while hearing the Lord's pastime. Also, Prabhupada says that the Maharaj Parikshit asked the questions about one's duties at the point of time, point of time of death. So this is the most important question Parikshit Maharaj asked, and this is the most important question we all should ask. What is my duty? What should I do? And what is my I should remember at the time of death. So Sukadeva Goswami answers this question in coming days, coming verses. And here Prabhupada says that Parishit Maharaj personally was very humble and meek. Trinadapi Shunichena, Tarorapi Sahishna, Amanena Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that same point here, Parishit Maharaj is expressing, or Prabhupada is expressing the quality of Parishit Maharaj. Okay, so verse number 1, somebody can read. Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna,
Om.
Prabhuji.
Amatas, go ahead.
Canto 2, Chapter 1, Text 1. Shri Sukha Uvacha Variyan Isha Te Prashnaha Kritaha Lokahitam Nripaha Atma Vit Sammataha Vumsham Stotravya Adishu Yaha Paraha. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Sri Sukadeva Goswami said, "My dear king, your question is glorious because it is very beneficial to all kinds of people. The answer to this question is the prime subject matter for hearing, and it is approved by all transcendentalists." Purport. Even the very question is so nice that it is the best subject matter for hearing. Simply by such questioning and hearing, one can achieve the highest perfectional stage of life. Because Lord Krishna is the original Supreme Person, any question about him is original and perfect. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that the highest perfection of life is to achieve the transcendental loving service of Krishna. Because questions and answers about Krishna elevate one to that transcendental position, the questions of Maharaja Parikshit about Krishna philosophy are greatly glorified. Maharaja Parikshit wanted to absorb his mind completely in Krishna, and such absorption can be effected simply by hearing about the uncommon activities of Krishna. For instance, in the Bhagavad Gita, it is stated that simply by understanding the transcendental nature of Lord Krishna's appearance, disappearance, and activities, one can immediately return to home, back to Godhead, and never come back to these miserable conditions of material existence. It is very auspicious, therefore, to hear always about Krishna. So Maharaja Parikshit requested Shukadev Goswami to narrate the activities of Krishna so that he could engage his mind in Krishna. The activities of Krishna are not different from Krishna himself. As long as one is engaged in hearing such transcendental activities of Krishna, he remains aloof from the conditional life of material existence. The topics of Lord Krishna are so auspicious that they purify the speaker, the hearer, and the inquirer. They are compared to the Ganges water which flow from the toe of Lord Krishna. Whenever the Ganges waters go, they purify the land and the person who bathes in them. Similarly, Krishna Katha, or the topics of Krishna, are so pure that wherever they are spoken, the place, the hearer, the inquirer, the speaker, and all concerned become purified. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Prabhupada Ki Jai. Wonderful. So, Sukadeva Goswami says, Varyan yeshate prashnaha krita hitam nrpa. He says, your question is krita hita. It's, beneficial for the whole world. So that is the question we should ask. And that's kind of a question is, pleasing to the speaker and also the pleasing to the whole world. Sukadeva Goswami says that, my dear king, your questions are glorious because it is very beneficial to all kinds of people. The answer to this question is a prime subject matter for hearing, and it is approved by the all transcendentalists. So the first and foremost lesson for us that what kind of a question we should ask when we meet any senior devotees. This this kind of question we should ask. What is my duty? How can I perform my devotional service? What improvement I can do it? What mistake I'm committing in devotional service? This and kind of question you should ask, not anything else. Prabhupada says even the very question is so nice that it is the best subject matter for hearing. Because when such questions asked, the answer to that question is very pleasing, and also it helps to not only the person asked, it all the hearers and for the speaker also. Prabhupada says that it's purifying the speaker, the hearer, and all the audience. So that's the most important ask questions. So that's why in every Bhagavatam, the interactions should be there, not silent spectator, not just hearing or just being there. No, we have to hear, we have to understand. Definitely, once hear attentively, we'll have questions. That's 100%. Because one cannot understand everything. The speaker cannot make other people understand everything. Because speaker himself may not be, qualified in all the subjects. Definitely there'll be questions. Definitely there'll be doubt. So the 10 people, 10 questions, it can bring out so many wonderful things. So my humble request, all of us should ask questions. All of should, Prabhupada says we should read books in very scrutinizingly. Prabhupada's each and every word, we can meditate on it. We can churn. There are a lot of nectar will come out if we really start churning. Why Prabhupada use such a words? Or why Prabhupada saying that? Why Sukadeva Goswami said like this? There are a lot of things can be discussed. So that's how we should discuss. That's how we should always ask questions and meditate on that. Then only it will store in our brain. Otherwise, normal jokes in ISKCON. ISKCON say ISKCON. It will go here, go here. It'll out. It will not go inside. So Bhagavatam should go from the Karna Kundala to the heart, and then heart gets purified. Then it says, Bhagavatam is not brain to brain knowledge transfer. Bhagavatam is a heart to heart. The transformation of heart should happen. That's why Prabhupada, simply by such questioning and hearing, one can achieve the highest perfection of stage life, because that Lord Krishna is the original supreme, and any question about him is original and perfect. So about Krishna, any question is original and is perfect. So we need not hesitate or need not shy asking about Krishna's pastimes, Krishna's questions, because every question is origin and every question is perfect. Prabhupada says, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that the highest perfection of life is to achieve the transcendental loving service of Krishna. So, loving service, we discussed earlier also. Service is not out of fear, not out of duty, or not out of any obligation. Service out of love, loving service. This is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has preached. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, requested all of us to do. And Srila Prabhupada also said that we should do loving service. Because without service, there is no bhakti. Bhakti means service, and service has to come voluntarily, not out of obligation, not out of force, or not out of duty. It has to come, because unless I do service, I cannot progress in bhakti. That's the fact. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Krishna himself had to come in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, show us. Otherwise, what's the need for Krishna come in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, taking the mood of Radharani, and how to serve devotees himself, how to chant the holy name, how to hear Bhagavatam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard Bhagavatam, Prahlad Leela and Dhruva Maharaj Leela from Gadadhar Pandit 100 times. The same thing. But each time he has got different understanding, different discussion. Of course, Mahaprabhu is Supreme Lord himself. He'll have all the understanding. The point is that he is so inquisitive, so interested in hearing. So that's why we should, pay our attention. Prabhupada says, for instance, Bhagavad Gita states that simply by understanding the transcendental past tense, Janma Karma Chame Divyam Yome Vetya Tattvadha Tyakta Deham Punarjanma Naiti Mameti. So Arjuna, Krishna says that my Janma, my Karma are transcendental Divya. One who understands this is tattvataha, in understand, not just understanding. Understand 100%. Tattvataha means full, without any deviation, without any doubt, 100%. Then punarjanma netima metiso. For such person, there is no rebirth. He goes back to his abode. So all of us have that desire. All of us have a desire going back to Godhead, attain Krishna's love, Krishna prema, and serve eternally Krishna's abode. If that's the case, we should hear. We should continuously hear, just not hear, meditate on it, and then apply in our life. Like Rukmini Devi, as a child, she was hearing about Krishna, that not directly from Narada Muni and other sages who comes to her father's palace. And she was so engrossed love for Krishna. When the brother of Rukmini wanted to marry the Rukmini to Shishupal, she wrote a love letter, the first love letter ever. She sent the letter with the Brahmana to Krishna. Please come, kidnap me, take me away from the jackals, otherwise jackal will kill me. Otherwise, I will not survive. So we have to plead with Krishna in that mood. Hey Krishna, please kidnap me from this world. This world is not fit for me. This world I cannot leave. Please kidnap, take me away from this. That's the mood when you should plead Krishna. Krishna, please help me to get out of this place. That's the mood we should. That's why Krishna himself says one should understand his pastimes tattvataha. And Prabhupada says that only such people will go back home and in the spiritual life. It's a very auspicious. Therefore, hear always about Krishna. Maharaj Parikshit requested Sukadeva Goswami to narrate activities of Krishna so that he could engage his mind in Krishna. Activities of Krishna is not different from the Krishna himself. Yes, Krishna and Krishna Katha, Krishna and Krishna's name are not different. Of course, in Kali Yuga, Krishna's name is more potent than Krishna himself. Krishna's pastimes are more potent than Krishna himself. So we know a pastime of Lord Ram and the stones of the ocean not sinking, floating because Ram's name is there. Similarly, Krishna's name is so potent. Kali Kale Nama Rupe Krishna Avatar. Krishna appears in the Kali Yuga in the name. So name is so potent. All that requires is simply, attentively, with a love, chant the holy name and make our life perfect. The activity of Krishna is not different from himself. As long as one engaged hearing such transcendental activities of Krishna, he remains aloof from the conditions of material existence. So we are in this material world. We are born here. We do our day-to-day work here. But at the same time, we should be aloof. Aloof. One example like the leaves, the lotus leaf. In that, if you put a water, it will stay there, but it's not touching. It's not getting attached. When the wind comes, it will run away. It will fall because that's how we should be. We are in this material world, but at the same time, we are not attached to the material world. We are not attached to anything of material. Our wealth, property, our name, fame, all this is temporary. All this have to leave. I should be such that anytime, little wind, the water will flow out. Similarly, whenever Krishna's call comes, I should be ready to leave. I should be fully prepared. My mind, my thought, my consciousness should be ready that, yes, I am ready. That should be the mood. So Prabhupada say they are compared to Ganges water, which flows from the toe of Krishna. We all know that Bhagavatam came that the Ganges water passed through Lord's toe, and wherever Ganges water goes, purifies. Whoever takes bath and they purify their life, they make their life successful. So also Prabhupada, quoting Gita Mahatmya says, see the the Ganges water passed through the Lord's toes, whereas Bhagavad Gita came from Lord's mouth. So Lord's full body is transcendental. There's no difference in toe and mouth, but still it has come. Bhagavad Gita came from the mouth of the Lord, is more transcendental. And one who takes bath in Ganges water, their sin up to then is purified. But there is no guarantee that after coming back, they will not commit sin again. Whereas one takes up Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, their desire to commit sin itself is cut. Like, those who do the farming, the the plants, the unwanted plants in the crop, if you cut it, it will grow again. But if you remove from the root, it will not come back. Similarly, my desire to commit sinful activities, that has to be removed from the root, then only it will go. Otherwise, it will come back again, because my mind is such a notorious thing. It will come back. So that has to be removed. That can happen only when we sincerely chant. Prabhupada finally says, Krishna Katha, all the topics of Krishna are so pure that wherever they are spoken, the place, hearer, inquirer, speaker, and concerned, all concerned become purified. So, just by speaking Krishna Katha, all the person speaking, person hearing, the person asked questions, and all the instruments used for that. For example, is laptop, all the internet, everything gets benefit. The person who, I'm sure the person who developed the Zoom also gets some benefit, because of that Zoom, today we are discussing online, because the person created also gets some sukriti. Because everybody part of the great work. So that's why Prabhupada is saying that everybody gets benefit. Srila Vishnu Chakravarti Thakura says here, in the 10 chapters, second canto, Sukadeva Goswami begins describing the 3 chapters, how this scripture originates from the Narayana. In one chapter, excellent bhakti, the first chapter talks about bhakti process. The 3 chapters describe the conversation between Brahma and Lord, the coming chapters where Brahmaji and Lord discussion. And next, one chapter describes questions of Parikshit Maharaj. One chapter describes the instructions of Lord Brahma. And one chapter describes the 10 characteristics of Puranas. And the canto summarized in the first chapter, the process of meditation. And one part also, universal form, such as feet and practiced in Astanga Yoga described. So at the end of the previous canto, the Parishit Maharaj asked, what is a perfection? Means to perfection. And what is to be heard, chanted, remembered, worshipped, as well as what is not to be heard, chanted, remembered, and worshipped. Sukadeva Goswami rejoiced this question, and this is the best Varian, best questions asked by you as beneficial to all the people. This is not for material question. This is approved by the sages present in your assembly who are knowers of Atma, because they have come here to the purpose alone. So what the sages present there? The great sages like Brahma, Vyasa, Suta Goswami, Narada, everybody is present. Everyone's questions asked to devotees should be heard, chanted, remembered. So the questions like what they should hear, what they should speak, what they should remember, and what they should not hear, what they should not remember, that also been discussed. So coming days, we'll discuss more into that. So tomorrow we'll discuss about Lord Ganesha. We'll try to glorify Lord Ganesha tomorrow, being the Ganesha Chaturthi. Okay, Hare Krishna. Devotees can share their comments, questions, if any. Hope everybody will have questions. So we'll start from the Varsha Mataji other side. How many questions we have, Mataji? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for the class. I was not much attentive today, Prabhuji, but from tomorrow onwards I will be. I was doing office work, sorry.
Oh, no problem. Okay, Sudha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Mataji.
So here, Sukadev Goswami, he was actually sent by Lord Krishna to Parikshit Maharaj, because Parikshit's grandfather and all, they are very Pandavas, they are very beloved to Lord Sri Krishna. So Sri Krishna, he will make the arrangement at the last time for Parikshit to, to know about various things. So here, the important question that Parikshit Maharaj he put to Sukadeva Goswami is what one has to do at the time of death. So that is Sukadeva Goswami. He also will be very happy because this is very important question. And by knowing the answer, everyone whoever are listening gets benefited. So he'll be very happy that he put on this question to him. So according Sukadev, what he tells is like always chanting Sri Krishna Mahamantra and listening to Sri Krishna Kathas and remembering, chanting and hearing about Krishna Kathas. All these will lead us to remember Lord Krishna at the end of our time. So that is the thing. And like also like what it was told is like one we go to Ganges and one if they gets dip into Ganga water, they get purified and all the sins might be gone. But once they come out, then again there is no guarantee that they would not commit any mistakes. But by listening to Bhagavad Gita, it is come out from himself, from his mouth. So once we understand Bhagavad Gita, we cannot and will not do any commitments because we know what would happen if you commit mistakes. So that's how it will purify the human beings, like whoever reads Bhagavad Gita. This is very important. So this is more powerful. Listening to Bhagavad Gita is more powerful than anything else because it will cleanse your mind, your thoughts, your deeds, everything. So that's how it is important to listen to Bhagavad Gita. And that is what. So at the end, like what one has to do is to get benefited is to go to higher spiritual level is we have to keep on chanting and hearing Krishna Kathas and remembering and worshipping him, doing good service. All these are like which will improve in spiritual growth. Thank you, Prabhuji. That's all.
Vijay Mataji, anything on that?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya is by chanting this mantra, we are offering obeisances to Lord Krishna, son of Vasudeva. By chanting this mantra, we are so much benefited. Lord will be so merciful. And Sukdev Goswami, Parikshit Maharaj asked Sukdev Goswami, what is my duty in this world? What to be heard, chanted and speak and remember. And the Sukdev Goswami says the highest perfection of life is to achieve the transcendental loving service of the Lord, Sri Krishna. And the topics of Lord Krishna are so auspicious. They purify the speaker and hearer also. So we should hear the glories of the Lord, meditate on it, practice it. That's what says. And Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita also that whoever understands my activities, pastimes, etc., he will definitely come to my abode. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Vidya Prabhu Mataji.
ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ. ನಾವು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕಥೆಯನ್ನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕೇಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕಥೆ ಕೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಭಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನ ಹೇಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ನಾವು ಚಾಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಹೇಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನನ್ನ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ ತರ ನಾವು ಭಕ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ತೊಡಗಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಇದು ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ತಗೊಂಡ ವಿಷಯ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I think Mataji's have completely covered, nothing is left out. And Rukmini's story, Rukmini's understanding about Krishna made her to fall in love with Krishna because of her 100% listening and Mataji's perfect understanding about Krishna. So like that, I must listen to pastimes of Krishna in the same mood and try to develop my affection and love towards Krishna. And the name of Supreme Lord is highly potent. So I must chant attentively. The topics of Krishna are so auspicious, and I must be ready to leave whenever I am warranted by Supreme Lord. And mouth of Lord is more transcendental because of Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, and remove all my impurities like root out of the weeds, like root completely remove the weeds are removed from the root like that, and good work will fetch sukruti for everyone. A wonderful example of Zoom. This much I have understood, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Avinash, to another one to say.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I think Sudha Mataji and other devotees have covered everything. Thank you.
Okay. Asha Mataji.
Prabhuji, one question is there.
Wonderful.
Before that, what question should be asked and how it helps the hearer, inquirer, and all concerned. And then Bhagavatam is from heart to heart. Lord Krishna is the supreme. Any question about Krishna is perfect. Then Krishna and his katha is not different. Krishna and his name is not different. So in Kali Yuga, the best thing is given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is to chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Then Krishna Katha and his and all topics about Krishna is pure. Wherever it is spoken, the place, the hearer, the speaker, and all concerned will get purified. And that is my takeaway. One question, Prabhu. It talks about neophyte devotees, and then it says that glories, and the chapter talks about glories of chanting, and it hints at the process by which the neophyte devotees may perform meditation on the universal form of the God. Who are these neophyte devotees, Prabhu?
Me. You got the answer? Asha Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
You got the answer?
No, I don't know the answer, Prabhuji.
The neophyte is me.
Me means Nanu, Prabhuji.
Eh?
Me means Nanu, Prabhuji.
Yakendre, of course. So neophyte is somebody who is new to the Krishna consciousness. So, but my understanding always should be that I am new.
Got it, Prabhuji.
Okay, so I always should move to that I am new, because I cannot understand Krishna's pastime at any cost. It's so vast. Brahmaji, after meditating 1,000 years, he says that, yes, now I understood that I cannot understand Krishna. That's the understanding. So if Brahmaji says that I cannot understand Krishna, where are we? So, but at the same time, yes, Prabhupada says those who come to Krishna consciousness, they should understand Krishna's creation is different, avatars. Then they go into the other pastimes. That's the point. But our always understanding that, that's another joke is that neophyte, new fight. People do new fight as neophyte. So anyway,
Fighting to know something about him.
no. Fighting with other devotees. Fight.
Within the devotees.
Yeah, new
Fighting
fight.
with myself, maybe to know better about Krishna.
Yeah. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. So we'll stop here. Pancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya patitana pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namanam ananta koti vaishnav vrinda ki jai. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll try to discuss about the glories of Ganesha. The only concern is that we are going for book distribution. And of course, any one of you we are trying, please come for book distribution. 5 to 9 if you want to do. But the class is 9 o'clock means either I'm allowed to come a little early or I have to go to the car and do it, something I have to do. But if requesting all of you to please join us, help us to book distribution. Tomorrow, day after, day after, 27, 28, 29, 3 days in Rangamandira. Requesting all to join, please. Hare Krishna. Pranam.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for the class. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
From
Thank
Vizag
you,
also you
Prabhuji.
can come, Mataji.
Sure, Prabhuji. One day I wanted to surprise you all.
Oh,
Anyway, you
don't give
people,
us a
you are
shock.
all not coming. So I wanted to see you all.
Don't give us a shock.
Mm.
Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.